Welcome to Daily Tax Minute. This is Tony Novak here to share a few points on how to save taxes and stay out of tax trouble. Today's topic is worth a try. And this stems from a case I was working on today, a case that I've been working on for months now. And it occurs to me that it might be just interesting to share the story. Not that the technical aspects of the case are of interest, but the approach and the things that we have to do sometimes to work out our tax issues are interesting. So in this case, it is a small business that had a terrible time when COVID shutdown happened in 2020. They shut their doors. Bad things happened. The business closed. They dissolved. They wound up having to break a lease, pay back a bunch of money. It was just a disaster situation. In fact, the owners sort of went into a state of depression for a couple of years, didn't file any taxes, didn't do anything. And when I got involved with them was fairly recently, we saw that there would be, not surprisingly, a big net operating loss. And under the tax law, we get to adjust our taxes either going back or going forward to take that loss, the tax benefit of that loss, in a different year. So in this case, it turns out that Congress had passed special rules for COVID to allow easier access to offset taxes in other years with the losses due to COBRA. That was good policy. But the trouble is that it only lasted a while and then it expired. There was a special rule that made it easier, but there was a time limit. And we were past that time limit. And so I met with the client and said, well, it's worth a try to ask, to make our case, to make our written application for this special treatment, to take the net operating loss in an easier manner and make our case to the IRS. There was extraordinary circumstances. They were suffering from depression, death of a parent, other issues. So put together a nice request. IRS denied it, said, nope, deadline's a deadline, can't do anything about it. So the IRS said, well, you need to go back and amend each year you're taking a loss. Now, in the COVID years, prior to COVID years, there were rules that you could carry back to prior years net operating losses and get back taxes that you might have paid in earlier years. And the way the wording was during the COVID years is that you may carry it back and you can carry it back to 5 years. Did not say you must and did not say you always have to go back 5 years. So I said, worth a try. Let's carry it back 2 years where it would have made the most difference and biggest benefit to the taxpayer. So we amended the prior 2 years, took the net operating loss. Months went by. We heard from IRS last week. Nope, can't do that. Must take them back 5 years. Now here it is, 2024, and this is a 2020 return. So that means I have to amend back to 2015, 15, 16, 17, 18, until we use up the losses, how long it took. So today I had to submit 4 amended tax returns going back to 2015. That's not normal. That's not common, but we had to do that under special circumstances. And when we send those to IRS, we can't do it electronically. It needs to be in paper. So we send those to IRS and we include a copy of the letter that IRS specifically sent to us, instructing us to do it that way. So another representative gets this package and says, this is crazy. What are we doing this? Well, we're doing it because IRS told us to do it exactly that way. So that's my story. Worth a try. We'd love to hear your crazy tax stories, either on social media through the comments, or if you have an issue you want to discuss one-on-one. I'm easy to reach at taxproblems.cpa. There's no cost or obligation to that to have a discussion and just see if there might be anywhere we can go with your own private situation. I'll be back tomorrow with another Tax Minute.